This Chrysler retiree and his wife, they run into his dentist's office, and the man says to the dentist, "Doctor, I'm in a hurry. I've got two buddies waiting out in my car. We're ready to go golfing. And so please, forget about the anesthetic. Just pull the tooth and let's get on with it. We have a 10 o'clock tea time. It's already 9:30. I just cannot wait for the anesthetic to work." So the dentist looks at him and says, "Wow. This guy's pretty brave, and what passion he must have for the game of golf to be able to endure this pain without anesthetic." So he says, "All right." So the dentist asks the retiree, he says, "All right, which tooth is it?" The retiree looks at his wife and says, "Honey, open your mouth and show the doctor what tooth hurt you." A Chrysler retiree, yes. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the general membership meeting, our quarterly general membership meeting. It is our 38th straight quarterly meeting in a row since we started in 2008. So thank you very much for the support. Thank all of you for coming, and also thank those on our webinar who have joined us via that webinar. So welcome to those too. We have about 150 or so that have signed up for today's meeting, so that's pretty good turnout. Middle of summer, everybody's doing things, but please continue to encourage other NCRO members to come to these breakfast meetings. These are the things that keep our communication, one of the things that keeps our communications going, so please continue to support and encourage other members to support also. Let's see, how was the breakfast? Good? Yeah, once again, I just thank you to the San Marino Club for this is our home base, so thank you for servicing us so well, and thank you to the wait staff for their courteous and efficient service, so thank you. Let me just quickly cover a few points. Please continue to visit our website, ncro.org. Rick Golpe, our tech director, and his team continue to try to make information on the website relevant and fresh, so please continue to visit that. Also, remember too, everybody's name is in our database, and if you have information that needs to be changed in the database, you can go on our website under the Members tab, and you can change your personal profile, things like address and telephone numbers and everything. So just need your last name, which I'm sure you know, and your NCRO ID number, which if you don't know that, you can write in and get a message back, and we'll send you what your ID number is. Also, just remember, as a member of NCRO, you automatically become a member of the NRLN, National Retirees Legislative Network. We are kind of under that umbrella. They are a lobbying group, and so you automatically become a member of the NRLN, so that's a good thing. Bring your attention to some of the flyers that are on the table. We have the Punta Cana trip that's being advertised, that's being put on by the NCRO travel group. That's in February of 2018. Please consider that. Punta Cana, man, just great beaches there. Right? So if you can, please consider taking that trip. If you need information, more information, Dave Poxon is over here. He'd be more than willing to talk to you about that after the meeting if you have any questions about that. Please continue to support our retiree-friendly dealers. They advertise on our website. Once again, they are a source of revenue for the NCRO. So if you have an opportunity, please support them. And it's one way to keep Chrysler healthy, and we want a healthy Chrysler. I mean, we have a vested interest in that. So please consider supporting the retiree-friendly dealers that advertise on our website. Also, thank you all for paying your 2017 dues. Everybody here is with that. The 2018 dues notices will be going out around the first week of November. You'll get reminders of that. So please consider that. And if you have any questions regarding your dues, please feel free to see me after the meeting. Okay, with that, let's review today's agenda. And we're going to review today's agenda Anybody got a good joke? No. I love this monitor. This is good.
You know exactly what's going on.
I know exactly what's going on. Well, we're going to open it up. Jay Kuhnie, our president, is going to lead us off with some NCRO news and information, bring us up to date on that. And then we have Stephanie Welch from Company Car, and she's going to talk to us about, there we go, Company Car update. So thank you for that, Stephanie. Then our keynote speaker today is Brian Harlow, and talk about FCA's industrialization plans. And then we'll open up to Q&A, and we should be out of here by around noon. So with that, Jay.
Good morning. All right. Mike's working, I think. And the monitor's working. Did you see our monitor, guys? That way we don't have to stand. We did this. We're trying to turn it into high tech. So we did this so we don't have to stand here looking like this all the time. So then when you do this, you can't hear me. So hopefully we're going to do this and it makes it a lot easier. Again, I'll give you my welcome. I appreciate everybody's attendance today. And I know that beautiful day out and hard traffic day today. I don't know if it was for you, but it was for me, a hard traffic day. We're also, I'm really pleased that we have a couple of groups from Chrysler, Brian obviously being our keynote speaker, but Stephanie and Leslie and Nancy are going to speak to us about company car issues with the retiree lease car program. And I think that's going to be a great update for us, and we appreciate them coming. What I'm going to do today is quick. I'm going to quickly cover some things instead of the normal amount that I spend time talking about. Except we're too far in. Let's go back this way. Got it. Okay. I want to give you just an update. We're in the process of scheduling 2 meetings with FCA right now. First one with Mike Keegan and his group. Specific topic of that is really kind of twofold. The first one is Mike's volunteered to try to help us secure additional speakers from FCA. He was a little overzealous, I think, because he thinks we should have an FCA speaker every quarterly breakfast meeting, and that would be great, except I don't want to wear out our welcome within the FCA family. So we're talking to him about that, and we want to kind of talk more about that for the October meeting and what we're going to do. The second reason is really a little more important, and that's to follow up on the pension overpayment issue that we've talked about on several occasions. I think, does everybody understand what we talk about when I say pension overpayment issue? Okay, good, because I don't want to go over it. Don't want to panic anybody if you haven't heard about it, but we're still following up. There's some issues and about what's going on, and we also know that FCA has changed some things, and they've delayed the collection of the overpayments, and they've pushed out their analysis for another 90 days. So we just want to keep in touch with Mike and the group on what's going on there. So that's the topic of the meetings with Mike. The second meeting we're working on is with Kathy Neal, who's over the healthcare part of our program. We want to see what's going on for the 2018 healthcare program for those under 65, and for those of us, which is probably a lot of us in this room, over 65. One of the topics we're going to talk to them about is to try to increase the HRA for over 65 individuals. So stay tuned on that. We're trying to work on that meeting between now and early part of August. The second thing I want to talk about is the NRLN flying. And we've talked on several occasions about our group going with the NRLN to Washington to I'll call it advocate for senior issues. We have, obviously, there's some major things going on with healthcare, with prescription drugs that we think it's necessary for us to kind of push our representatives on. And then we also have some issues on pensions and protection, particularly with some things going on with mergers and acquisitions, and we want to talk to some of those groups about doing some more protections of American companies and American workers with merging with companies that are foreign held companies. So that's September 11th and 12th. And I open it up to anybody here. If anybody wants to go, we pay your way. We pay flights and hotels. We don't pay food, although if you go one day, most of the food is paid for because we have a dinner on Monday night. So I open it up to anybody here. If you do want to attend that and you think it's something you'd like to go to, it's very interesting. As I said to Brian, it may be the most frustrating part of what we do, but it is very interesting. So I open it up to anybody here. If you want to go to that, come see me or come see Deb Morissette, and we'll put your name down because we have to tell the NRLN guys sometime early next week on how many of us are going. Then the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is a little bit about the NCRO Insurance Committee. And I'm not sure I've ever really spent much time. I think we've got a couple of guys. I don't know how many. I got Paul's here and Howard's here. Is that it? We've got two of the guys right there that are on the Insurance Committee. It's chaired right now by Rich Brown. And when I say it's a very hard-working group, I mean it's a very hard-working group. These guys spend a lot of time and a lot of effort on kind of understanding what's going on with the healthcare issues, the issues that you might run into, doing a lot of analysis on things that are happening, and also putting together seminars, which if you haven't, I don't know if anybody's attended any of the seminars that we've had on aging into 65 or whatever. They're spectacular seminars, and they give you an amazing amount of information on Medicare, Social Security, elder care, all sorts of things. So I encourage you to, if you haven't seen those or haven't attended one, that you go to those. And I said, very hardworking. They develop the programs, they nurture the relationship that we have with outside groups. We have a couple of outside groups that we work with, Double Health and Butler Associates, and they create the seminars, as I said. But their major activity really is helping you with issues that you run into. And I know that, I don't know if anybody's here has had an issue that's come up to it, the insurance committee has helped you with, but I know that we're into well over 200 of them so far this year of people that have contacted us, our members who have issues with Benefit Connect or with Merrill Lynch or whatever. And we're basically, the insurance committee is basically your only way to get to FCA. Because I know that we've had some issues with when you've contacted Benefit Connect or Wage Work. Anybody had an issue contacting Benefit Connect or Wage Work? Well, I thought so. But those are the guys that can get in and can take care of those issues for you. Now, why am I talking to you about it? Well, we could use some volunteers. Like I said, it's a hard-working group, and they spend a lot of time and effort on this. And we're just asking if anybody has the desire, the time, and would like to work with the insurance committee. We're looking for a few volunteers. So come see me, or come see Howard Barron or Paul Gritt back there after today's meeting, and we could really use the help. It's a great thing that we're doing. Frankly, it's really a great thing for the members to make sure that we can help you with the issues that you run into. So with that, I'm done. But we do thank you for your support. We thank you for being here. We thank you for your paying your dues and just following up with all the things that you do for us. So